from Haskins Live, and I'm just coming back to you again with the segment of sacrifice. And I have a guest today, and her name is
Latasha.
And I have a few questions to talk about, a few questions to discuss. Some things you may want to know, some things that she may want to add, some things that I might want to add, and we're just going to elaborate and just roll this out and just get it going as my first guest. And so one thing that I would like to talk about is, just basically, how do you mentally prepare yourself? How do you mentally prepare yourself for, when your husband goes out of town? So how would you keep yourself mentally prepared?
Conversated with him, I asked him, like, okay, first, how are we going to deal with this? Because you're going to be away for a long, long time, and I'm not used to it. We're both not used to it. You're not used to it. I'm not used to it. So basically, you have to put it out there. We're going to talk a lot. We're going to have to, they have invented where you can Skype and video camera, so we're going to do that a lot. And of course, we conversated about him. We have at that time we had one child together, which was my daughter. She was not even one yet, so of course he was going to be missing a lot of things. So a lot of things I had to Skype with that, about, and yeah, we communicated a lot.
I remember a few years ago, I didn't even have Skype. I remember, because see, my husband, when he was, when he deployed the first time, I'm going to say, I don't want to say that it wasn't Skype, but that's all we had was something like a Google Hangout or something like that. I don't even know if they even still have Google Hangout.
Was it Kik or something like that?
It was I don't know, but there was plenty of times that I missed that phone call, or it wasn't even, you couldn't even do it on your phone. At the time, I didn't have it on my phone, I had it on the computer. So if I didn't have, if I wasn't home to catch that Skype, because I didn't have the updated phone, then that was my bad for getting to the computer and opening the computer up and looking that I missed a Google Hangout or a Skype or something like that. And that was like a whoa.
Yeah.
You didn't want to miss that phone call.
Thankfully, we had like the Facebook.
Facebook Messenger
and
now,
stuff like that.
You got the FaceTime now.
Exactly.
It's just so advanced out there now to be able to talk to your husband. Oh, you missed it. Her husband was in the oil field.
Right. So yeah, that's how I mentally prepared myself. We sat down, we talked about it, what we're gonna do, how we're gonna do it before he went. So we can mentally prepare ourselves and himself. Because he was gonna be missing a lot,
right? And
we was gonna have to figure out how we can cope with that, and him. Seeing it on camera, even for him mentally. So yeah, that's how we cope with it.
And so with that being said, if you can do it all over again, as far as when him going to the oil field for the first time, what would you be able to tell the younger you, or what would you want to give to the next female as far as advice?
Have a lot of trust. Have a lot of trust, because your mind can wander a lot. It can wander a lot, and I mean, what are some of the things that you would, say?
Trust is one big thing, because because just one missed phone call, and it can mess up a whole lot of things. But they're in another location, and we know we're at home, we're taking care of the kids, and we're holding everything down, but they don't know what's going on over here. And then we don't know what's going on over there. No. But for me to say that they don't know what's going on over here, they hear so many horror stories, and there's so many things out there that's going on with other people's girlfriends or other people's wives, that they just hope that we're not doing the same thing.
Yes.
And it's crazy, because it's kind of more like I have to tell my husband all the time, okay, don't worry about me. I'm over here taking care of my business and doing what I need to be doing. You don't have to worry about me. But the thing about that is, I know you trust me. Maybe, I don't want to say you don't to a certain extent. Everybody trusted everybody to a certain extent, though, but you just never know. Yeah. Because if you're hearing a lot of stories if he's hearing a lot of stories that somebody's girlfriend or somebody's wife is over there acting a fool, he don't want to be the next person. So I need to be by that phone. Right. If he calls, I need to be by that phone to pick it up. Or if he texts, he's want me to text right back. Not only just of a trust issue, but he wants to make sure that I'm okay also. So I would tell the next person, or if I was to do it all over again, I would tell the next person to to trust your spouse. Actually use better time management. Be more available. On another note, especially while I'm in and gone, there are a lot of things that do cross our mind. There are a lot of things that we don't like to talk about. There are a lot of things that we do like to talk about. But just basically, what is on your mind when he's gone?
One of the things that goes on in my mind is he safe?
Yeah.
Can I call him at this moment? What is he doing? Is he doing something that he's not supposed to be doing? Is he thinking about me at the moment?
That's a big one for me too.
Yeah, I know I'm thinking of him. Is he thinking of me? So those are some of the things that goes on in my mind.
One thing I think about, because my husband, about him being in the military, I'm like, what did he eat today? I'm like, did he eat from one of those little packets that they have in the military, or did he actually get a good meal? And then there's sometimes I can go to a restaurant and I'm like, eating real good, and I feel so bad because I'm like, here I am eating a good meal. Is he having a good meal? Because we like to eat. I'm not gonna lie. I know you do too. We like to eat, and I'm wondering if he's having a good meal or something. Like, I don't know. This is random. This is just something I will think of. That's crazy.
That's a good one. I don't think I ever thought about that. I did. Because I'll be asking him. I'll be like, what did you eat today? Trying to make conversation. And he'd be like, I ate some fish and this and this and that. And I'd be like, I want some fish.
I know, right? And then another thing too, I'm like wondering, by him being over there, I'm wondering, because we're so used to doing things for our husbands, laundry or, cooking or, things like this. So I'm like, did he wash his clothes, or how did he wash his clothes? Just a random thing that you can think of. How did all those things get taken care of? Because, as we take on a lot of roles when it comes down to being a wife, and when he's away, it's kind of more like, are you taking care of your business?
Okay. Are you taking care of yourself?
Are you taking care of yourself?
Right. Exactly.
I do that a lot, and then when I do finally get a chance to talk to him, then he'll tell me that, I ate this, or we didn't get a chance. I did this, or I did get my clothes washed, or something like that.
Right.
But just bouncing off of that question, I do want to go into talking about, just him being on his job. His job can be very dangerous. You do have plenty of other jobs that can be dangerous, but as my husband, he's in the military, and I do wonder if he's in a dangerous situation or not, because there's sometimes that when he goes off, I'm not able to know what his location is, or not able to know where he is at the time.
Right.
So as on that, the dangers of your husband's job, how do you feel about that?
Oh my God. Like, sometimes I'll call him and he'll tell me that, this had blew up, on the rig today, and I just be like, oh my God. Are you safe? Exactly. Or was you on the rig at the time? Are you safe? Are you in a hospital? I mean, you just always wonder, like, what's the next thing that's coming out of their mind? Are you in a hospital? Or, just anything. And he traveled a lot. Like, at the moment, I was, 8 hours away from wherever he was. And he had to travel, like, a lot just to come and see me. And sometimes I even had to come and travel to him. And it was, like, always, is he okay? Have he had a car wreck? I mean, that's why I always called all the time. I know he always be like, why are you calling me all the time? But I just be like, oh my God, I'm worried about you. Like, are you okay? I know I'm okay, here at the house with, your baby, but I just be always wondering, like, those horror stories is always like, oh my God, it could be you, like, at any moment. So.
And sometimes my husband has told me that he has, omitted telling me about some of the dangers that's going on, just so that I wouldn't worry about it. Right. And then a few months later, he was like, this right here happened, or this happened. I'm like, why you didn't tell me when it happened? He was like, I didn't want you worried about it, you know, whatever, because I know you're over there worried about it, so I don't want to tell you about it. So
we can overreact
about it. Yeah, exactly. I'll be a drama queen.
Exactly, I am too. Oh my God.
Now that we talked about all of our topics, basically mentally, physically, emotionally, maybe somewhat spiritually, we really didn't cover that though, but I have something in place of that. So while your spouse is away, there's going to be times that you are going to have to cover yourself sexually. That's something some people don't like to talk about, you know, something people are uncomfortable talking about. I'm not uncomfortable talking about it, you know, because, and she's not either, so, hey.
We're all human.
Right. So while my husband's away, you will have those urges.
Right.
But that's up to you to decide on how you're going to satisfy those urges.
Right.
So, you know, in my situation, I just don't even think about it. You know, I don't even think about sex. And it's not even in my mind to even try to go and cheat on my husband. It's not even an option
at all.
You know, whatever Joe Blow or Jane Doe is doing over there, that's not something that I'm doing.
All right.
You know, because I have a family, a whole husband, a whole family I have to think of.
Exactly.
And
you don't want to put that in danger or anything.
And I would, you know, I don't know what everybody else is out there doing, but I would encourage you to keep your family together and keep everything strong.
Exactly. I mean, if I was, you know, had a urge of, you know, sex or anything, I would call them. Phone sex.
There you go.
About that. How many times I just tell them I miss you, you know. That could be an affectionate, you know, type of substitute, you know. And what is it? The Skype.
Yeah.
Phone sex. That's what, you know, we did most of the time. I wouldn't encourage, you know, sexual pictures because it's all kind of, you know, danger to that. But
if somebody else getting a hold of it,
exactly. But I mean, people still do it.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's another way.
And there's also, you know, while you're Skyping, you can actually kind of, you know, show a little something too while you're Skyping too.
Right. Exactly. I mean, it's other ways that you can, you know, satisfy your man while he's gone, without breaking your family up. Right. So if you love that person, you'll stay with that person and not cheat on that person. So that's basically what I did. And that's basically what she did. So keep your family together.
There you go. So that just about wraps it up. Talking with the spouse, talking with the female of the family. This is, just like I said, this is called sacrifices, because we have to make plenty of them.
What are some of the sacrifices that you feel like you made during this time? Like, lay it out there.
Because when I say supermom, I am that.
Yeah.
So,
because you worked and everything.
Yeah, I work. Yeah, everything I'm doing. I'm the definition of supermom. Yeah. And everybody around me knows. Right. Yeah. So
at that time, I wasn't working, and because I didn't have a lot of help. I didn't have a mom or a dad or grandma and grandpa because they stayed like far away. So. Of course, I wanted my career at that time, and I couldn't build my career because he was building his. So I felt like that was a sacrifice that I had to make. You know, I wanted to go to school and, you know, continue to build my career, and I couldn't at that time. So that was a sacrifice for me. But eventually I did. Of course, you know, it happened, but it took some time. So that was just one of the sacrifices that I made, and just encourage people that you can do it, you know. And if you are a super mom out there, you're doing wonderful. 2 thumbs up.
Alright, that's about wraps up the segment of sacrifices.